Alright, so we're going to be talking about a perpendicular bisector today. Now, basically you can figure it out just based on the word itself. So perpendicular means that it creates a 90-degree angle. And you can see that in the diagram over here. Here's the 90-degree angle. This is your perpendicular bisector. It bisects segment AB. Now, these little blue lines are called construction marks. And, anytime you're doing this for a test or a quiz or whatever, you're going to want to leave these construction marks just so whoever's grading it knows, look, I did the construction, everything's fine. Now, what it does is it splits the original line segment, which in this case is AB, splits it in half into two congruent segments. So that's why you see these little tick marks right here to indicate that A, whatever this point is congruent to B, whatever this point is. Now, a bonus fact about this is that any point along the perpendicular bisector is equidistant to both endpoints of the original line segment. So, let's figure out what that means real quick. So, if we look at point D, which is on the perpendicular bisector, it's the same distance to A that it is to B. So, if you wanted to, you could label it with tick marks like that. Same thing with E. E to A is the same as E to B. And also with F. F to A is the same as F to B. So in this example, OQ, right here, this line, is the perpendicular bisector of MP. It was given, I just didn't feel like rewriting it. So OQ, perpendicular bisector of MP. Which means that this point Q has to be the same distance from M as it is to P. So if we want to solve this problem, we're just going to need to set 11 equal to 4x plus 3, because they're the same distance away. So we have 4x plus 3 equals 11. Solve this, just subtract 3. Those cancel. We get 4x equals 8. Divide by 4. And x equals 2 in our case. Now, if we look over at this one on the right, we can tell that CB is the perpendicular bisector of AD. We don't even need it given for this. We have all the information here. It's perpendicular because it makes this 90-degree angle, and it's a bisector because it splits AD in half based on these little tick marks right here. Now, since BD is congruent to AB, all we have to do with these expressions is set them equal to each other and then solve away. So we have 7x plus 10 equals 9x minus 2. First thing I'm going to do is get the x's to one side. So I'm going to subtract 7x on both sides, cancel it out of the left. You get 10 equals 2x minus 2. Add 2 to both sides. Those cancel. We get 2x equals 12. Divide by 2. And we get x equals 6.